great. Glad to be a Buckeye, man.
Why Ohio State, Wills?
Man, there was a lot of reasons why, but, when I got to the end, it was more why not, I just felt like this was an opportunity I couldn't pass up on. And, I really thought I had a really good relationship with Coach Day. Thought he was a really good guy, and obviously didn't know about the Coach O'Brien news, but that fires me up too. There was just so many different things that went into this decision. It was a long, weird journey in the portal, but I couldn't be happier or more blessed.
What about Coach O'Brien? What is it that fires you up about him? I mean, just from your vantage point.
He seems like just very relatable, someone that I can get along with really well. Very smart. I mean, he's been around for how long doing this, and has done some really, really good things at some really big time places. Just the experience that he brings and that I'll be able to, feed off of and kind of just really just learn from him and kind of bounce ideas off of him because, he's really personable. He's a player's coach. He wants to do what we want to do and cater to our strengths, and he wants to run our offense, and that's big time.
Well, when we talked to Caleb, he was just talking about how rushed the portal is, but for you seem to be in there forever. What was that process like for you, and were you glad that you kind of took it slow and made sure that you were making a good decision there?
Yeah, at times it felt rushed, and at times it felt like, I was pressing, like people were, we need a commitment, we need this, we need that, but I just, throughout the whole process, I just prayed and trusted God and knew that, his plan for me would be greater and that I would end up where I was meant to be. And I mean, that paid off, tenfold. I feel like I landed in the best possible place for myself, and I couldn't be more thankful and blessed to be here.
How early in the process did you hear from Ohio State, and how did that sort of unfold?
I don't remember exactly when it happened, when it went down, but I knew they wanted to wait until after the Cotton Bowl to do anything. So I was patient, and I knew that that going to Ohio State and playing quarterback here would be a huge honor and an opportunity that would be hard to pass up. And it was a long process, but I'm glad I ended up here.
Sorry guys stepping in. Will, can you scoot up to the mic for me?
Sorry. Yeah,
Thank
I got you.
Essentially, why were you patient? Because as you said, I mean, there was a scenario where they come out of the Cotton Bowl and maybe they don't need you as much as they thought they did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. And I mean, there was a lot of different options for me on the table, and I thought they were all really good options. I didn't think any of them were as good as this one, and this is the one that I kind of had, circled in the back of my mind. And it was really down to the last minute. I mean, in the last week before I committed here, I got a Senior Bowl invite. That was probably the thing that I was closest to doing, was going to the draft. I was projected a 3rd to 6th round. So that's what I was hearing. You can never really trust anything that you hear, but that was consensus what I was hearing, and I just felt like I had the opportunity, and I felt like my talent level didn't really match where my stock was, and I felt like I couldn't pass up an opportunity to try and bump that up and go somewhere to compete for a national championship.
Did you watch the Cotton Bowl?
I did.
When you see Devin doing some of the run concepts before he gets hurt, and Lincoln doing a little bit of the running as well, did you picture yourself in an offense that looked a lot like that? I know Coach O'Brien's going to bring some new stuff, but could you see yourself in that offense as you were watching that game, or were you watching it just to watch a good game?
I was really just watching it just because, I mean, we played Missouri, lost to them this past year on a heartbreaking field goal from like 62 yards. So like I was just watching the game as more of just a fan. But yeah, I mean, the things that Coach Day does in his offense and that Coach O'Brien does, I feel like really fit my type of build, my type of player. Where I was coming from at K-State, it was a very run-heavy offense, especially quarterback run-heavy, which I was very happy to do and didn't mind doing at all. I'm excited here to where I feel like it's more of a, where I can be that pocket passer and also use my legs when I need to. But I feel like my strength is in my arm, but I also feel like I can do really good things with my legs. And obviously, being a quarterback, you need to make those plays when you need them.
How much